y'all, it's Ali from Little Hill Homestead. In one of our recent videos, we asked you guys what you guys thought about electric pressure canners or electric canners. And you guys had strong opinions on it, and I appreciate that. So what we did is a bunch of research based on the suggestions you guys had and blah, blah, blah. And I decided to try the Nesco electric pressure canner. And so I got a really good deal. We got it for, I think it was like, with tax and everything, it was like right around $90. It was on a good sale. The Presto that a lot of you guys recommended is well over 200. It's closer to 300. And so we decided, start small, decide if you like it. If I do, maybe I'll upgrade or end up with two down the road. But for now, for financial reasons, this is what we did. So this is the Nesco electric pressure canner. It's a 9.5, whatever the word is, quart. Is it quart? I don't know. Whatever it is called. That's great advertising, right? Let's see. It's probably on here. 9.5 quart. Digital smart canner is the one we ended up with. Boom. I have the instruction manual right here. So we have a storm that's supposed to be coming through. We're right in the track of Helena. Even though we're in Georgia, it's supposed to be bad. So I decided that I'm going to do some canning to get some things out of our freezer. It kind of makes it easier for us to keep things fresh if we lose power. So what I did is I'm canning frozen blueberries. I filled my jars to the brim with canned blueberries. Nope, frozen blueberries. Let me show you the ones we like. These are the ones we are using today. They're from Costco. They're just the wild blueberries. They're on sale. So I think they were right around or just under $10 for 5 pounds. That's a pretty good price for frozen fruit. So I filled 5 pounds, filled 10 of our pint jars. I filled them with a simple syrup, 50-50 water sugar that was hot. And then I put a teaspoon of lemon juice or just a little bit more than that into each jar. So I have my 10 jars. I'm going to do 5 water baths and 5 pressure canned to see what we think, how long it takes them to run, how it goes, if I get confused, if it's easy to use, blah, blah, blah. So I figure, why not take you along, right? I decided blueberries because we do them all the time in our water bath canner anyways. So I know how to do it there. So I wanted to see how they turn out here. Apples to apples, hopefully, right? So I have 5 of my jars in here. I have it filled with water. So for water bath canning, you need 1 to 2 inches over the tops of your jars, which is what I have done. I'm going to close the lid on this guy. So it comes with, and then you give it a twist to close to like lock it. It comes with a wire rack, which is what I have at the bottom of that, and it comes with a steamer rack. I've removed that and just set it to the side. And then on the top of it, it comes with the black jiggler already attached to it. Comes with the green as well. This is 15 pounds. This is 10 pounds. So if you're higher altitude or you need a can with 15 pounds, green is the way to go. We live where it's pretty dang flat, and so we don't have an altitude issue, so we're sticking with the black one. So I'm going to set this on, let's see. How do you know what it is? Airtight. Oh, okay. I have it on exhaust. It lifts up if it's on exhaust, and it drips down if it's on airtight. Okay, good to know, good to know. Oh, there's a thing right here, but because of the way I have it turned, I couldn't see it. Good job, Ali. Let's see. We have it on exhaust. Okay, for sure. So I have it closed, and we are going to water bath can the first batch. I think the water bath canning is going to run a little bit faster. We will see. Right now, it is just like 2 minutes until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I wanted to check in so that we know how long it really takes. So for water bath canning, we are going to press the water bath button. Okay, done. Then press the time button to set the time for your recipe. So these are 15 minutes for water bath canning. So I'm just gonna, whoop, not that long. That is extremely loud, I'll tell you that. So I have it on 15 minutes for our water bath. Make sure that this is set to exhaust, which we did, and press the start button. Next, press the start button. Do not press the pressure cook button. So pushing start. Okay. The digital dial chase will begin to rotate, which it did. The unit should begin to boil within 20 to 25 minutes. You will see a constant stream of steam come from the pressure exhaust valve when the boil has been reached. Press start again when you see the constant stream. Okay, so it's not hands off. You have to be around. That's okay though. I'm going to be in here doing other things. So I'm going to keep an eye on it until we see it start to steam. Then when we do, press start again. And now we'll activate our timer. Okay, that's it. When the steam has ceased, it'll end its timer. And then when the steam is done, carefully turn the lid, open it up, remove the jars. Okay. We'll see how this goes. So for now, it's just going to start to heat up. I have it locked. It's good to go. All right. That was simple. That's easier than lugging out my big old one and filling it with 14 gallons of water. So, okay. We'll check in though. But so far, that was easy. I need the easy button. My son has one. That was easy. We'll be back. Okay, we have a constant stream. It's really hard to see it because we have white cabinets, but there is a constant stream of steam coming out the back. It's been about 30 minutes to get to this point. So that's about where the book says. It's about what my stove takes to boil anyways. So at this point, you just push start again, and that'll count our 15 minutes. So we'll see you in 15 minutes. All right, guys, it's been 18 minutes. It just beeped and told me that it's off. I will say to keep this thing away from cabinets or places that you don't want to get wet if you're water bath canning in it. It is getting everywhere. So I have taken a towel a few times and kind of cleaned up the area, but it is pretty aggressively spraying steam and water as it's doing its thing. So it says to let it go until it is no longer steaming out of the top. So I'm going to set, right now it is 10 minutes to 2, so it's been 50 minutes. I'm going to let it just do its thing, and then we'll open it and see what we got. But we'll see how long that takes. Seems like it'll probably take a few minutes. It's pretty dang hot. So we'll just keep jamming. All right, we'll be back. Okay, guys, it took about 8 minutes for it to stop steaming out of the top. And it does say at this point we can open it and check out what we got. I'm going to use a towel just because I don't know how hot it's going to be, you guys. So let's just be safe, right? So you turn it, and the cool thing with this lid is it's like kind of attached. So all you do is lift it, and it's already in like a little divot thing back here to keep it out of your way. Okay. So that wasn't bad at all, actually. So I'm going to pull our jars, and I've shown you this trick before if you watched any of our canning stuff. These are those like drying mats for doing your dishes on. When we have used them to the end of their life, I save them and I use them for canning. They are great because they act as a giant hot pad and you can get them really cheap. All right, let's see what we got, y'all. I'm interested to see. They're bubbling away. They're looking beautiful, and I could dye nice dark purpley blue like we like. So this worked for me because we were in the kitchen making lunch and working on some other projects while this was going. So it was not hands off. You have to be nearby to keep pushing buttons and stuff, but fairly easy. And definitely cooler in my kitchen, which is awesome. And overall, it was pretty easy to use the machine, pretty easy to maneuver around it, pretty easy. I mean, overall, that went well. All right, I'm going to get it reset to start our pressure canning version of the same thing to see the process of that. So from start to finish, that took 1 hour to water bath can 5 jars. I think if I do water bath canning in my big canner, it's probably really similar in time, to be honest, but it's not hot and gross in my kitchen right now, which the other does. This seemed a little cleaner, and I'm a neat freak, so I'm pleased with it. All right, let's get it reset to do pressure canning. Let me get it dumped out and cleaned up, rejarred, and we'll be right back and I'll show you the next process. Okay, I'm back. I emptied our water, got it all cleaned back. I have the little trivet-y thing at the back and the bottom. It's just a metal trivet. I put our next 5 jars in there. I'm gonna do a low pressure steam canning because with fruit, you don't have to necessarily pressure can. So I'm gonna try that. I honestly probably should have done a little more research on it. It still is pressure canning. It's just for fruit. So I'm like, well, we're going to try that. Why not, right? So it says, put your jars in there, add 8 cups of hot water. So what I actually did is I took the water from our water bath canning experiment. I saved it in a jar because it was already boiling. So why waste it, right? So I'm putting 8 cups of water back in. All right. That's our 8 cups of water in there. Then it says to close and lock the lid. All right. Locked. Then select, let's see. We have our 10-pound jiggler on, so we're good there. Then it says to pick low. Press the time button. It said 8 minutes for pressure time, for pressure cooking, so I'm going to stick with 8 minutes for our pint jars. And then, this is on exhaust. We're going to press start. Then, let's see. It's going to, you let it go for about 30 minutes. Steam will begin venting through here again. Once it reaches that, it'll beep at me. And then you're going to turn this. Move it to airtight. Then it will count down for that process. So we're just going to keep an eye on it, and I'll stay close by in the kitchen so that when it beeps, I'm here to do the next step, which I'll probably forget and have to read again. Because, you know, it is what it is. But that's our pressure canning. It's closed, it's exhausted, it's locked, it's timed. Just stay by. Just stay by. Okay, it just made its beeping noise, and it's time to close this to airtight. So I'm going to give it a turn. Whoops, that was the wrong way. To airtight. Then, I guess once it comes to pressure, let's see, do I need to do anything else? And allow the process through the countdown. Nope, that's it. Okay, so once it's kind of done its thing, this timer will start going down. And then, once it beeps, you unplug it. And you let it sit for an hour. So that's what we're going to let it do. I have a question for you guys because I haven't researched this yet. So you tell me. I have an Instant Pot. This reminds me a lot of using Instant Pot, actually. I don't use my Instant Pot very often. And I'm curious if this could replace my Instant Pot. And I could get rid of it so that I have a place to store this thing. Let me know if you know. If you know. Because I don't use it for much. I use it for pasta and a couple other things, but not a lot. Yogurt. I guess I would need it for my yogurt function. JK. I'm keeping it anyways. Anyways, that will do its thing. And this will pop up back here, I'm assuming, just like a canner would. And we'll see how it goes. Oh, by the way, it's been 27 minutes to get to this point. Not too shabby, you guys. Not too shabby. All right. I'm working on 17 other projects, so I'm going to go work on those. And then I'll come back and check on this when we get the beep. All right. Guys, it's been an hour, and so we're just going to flip this to exhaust. Nothing happened. So we're good to remove the lid from what it has said. So I'm going to give it a turn to open it, and then just be very careful because it's still going to be hot. I love that it has a drip catch. When you lift a lid, like when I normally use my canner, I get water everywhere. This has a drip catch, which I'm kind of digging because it falls in this chamber and then there's a little thing on the back of it. So this is our blueberry 8-minute pressure can. They're beautiful, guys. They look very much just like the other ones. Overall, what I liked about it is I didn't have to watch anything once I set the pressure canner, like close the top. It did all of it, and then you just unplug it and walk away. So that part was kind of easy. So for that reason, I did enjoy it. I do think that my water bath canned blueberries, we got more blueberries than juice. The water bath canned, I mean the pressure canned, we got a lot more juice than berries, but it's okay. Our original ones, we have 100% seal rate on those ones. These ones just came out, so I don't know on those ones yet. But overall, everything looks good. This one is siphoning just a little bit, so that's okay. They're still very hot. But overall, you guys, I'm quite pleased with this little doodad. I already have another round of stuff to go in it because I figure why not? If I already have it out, I might as well get a few more batches done, right? I'm thinking it'd be a good one to do at night, like put a batch in before bed and then unplug it and then go to bed so that they're just ready to go in the morning when you get up. I think that would work really well. I'm excited to do some beans in it. But overall, you guys, I'm pretty dang happy with my purchase. I'll let you know, like, I'll do check-ins over the next few months or whatever. But for ease, I did like the easiness of it versus my big old one. My one that I use my Presto pressure canner for water bath canning. By the time you fill it with water and have to move it around, that thing weighs a ton. And it wastes a lot of water by the time you use it and dump it out. And this didn't. I could fit more jars in that one for sure, but overall, I'm happy with it, you guys. I will keep you updated as I use it more and more, but as of right now, I can see why you guys recommended it. Thank you very much. But I have siphoning on one. That's fine. If I have to make something with it today because it doesn't seal, that's fine. But 2 thumbs up. I like it. Anyways, thank you guys for coming along on my weird little adventure. You know me, I love gadgets and I love science and to try to figure it all out, and this was a fun one. I've been talking about it for a couple of years, and here you go. There you go. Anyways, thank you, and I'm going to put my next batch in because I might have a problem. Thanks.